Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Hunter with Shine Kings Mobile Detailing, and today we're going to show you all the essentials you need to start your mobile detailing business. All right, let's hop right into it. We're going to go ahead and start with the interior process and all the things you need for the interior process, and then we'll jump into the exterior process and we'll go into that as well. Are you rolling?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and get right in. So the first thing you need to start your detailing business is an interior cleaner. So this is the one we use. Show you. It's called Express Interior Cleaner. It's from P&S. Most of the products we use are from P&S. They make really good products, really professional products. They work really well. And with this stuff, here I'll actually show you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this stuff in action just to show you why it works so well and why we use it in our business. So if I'm cleaning a door, for instance, this stuff, as you can see, when you agitate the product with a detail brush, which is also an essential that you need in your detailing business, it foams up better than any interior detailer I've used. So that way, you can really see what area you've gotten. And this stuff stays foamed for, I would say, up to like 3 minutes. So if you need to go do something else really quick or talk to the customer while this stuff is on the surface, it's not going to leave any spots. It'll stay suds for you. And then you can just go back, wipe it off, but the sudsing action is the reason I like this stuff so much, and it works really, really well. And the next detailing essential you need is just microfiber towels. I'm not going to go into detail much with these, it's kind of self-explanatory. Don't go fancy, just we go to Sam's Club and get like the 50 pack or whatever. It's like 20 bucks, last you a long time, they work, nothing fancy on that. Next detailing essential you need is a really good vacuum. So this vacuum is from Ridgid. It's one of the most compact sizes they make. You don't really need a big one when you're starting out, or even when you're really experienced, you don't need a big vacuum to start. Just a really small vacuum that's compact that can fit in your vehicle that you detail in will work really good for you. Next essential you need are trash bags. Trash bags are just going to be to throw away the customer's trash that's in the vehicle when you get to the detail. Other thing, glass cleaner. We use spray away glass cleaner, super cheap. I think it's like $4 at Walmart. You can get it anywhere. Works really good. Leaves no streaks in the glass. And then just an all-around thing you need is get a lot of spray bottles. So we have like probably 6 or 7 we use, and we use this to dilute all our chemicals in. And these work pretty good. They're the Zepp ones. I think you can get these at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, anywhere you go, like $3 a pop, I think. So these work really good to dilute all your chemicals in, and then they spray really good too. Other thing we use is Super Clean. This is just an all-purpose cleaner it's a degreaser as well. So what we use this for is the door jambs. So all this, a lot of customers' cars are a lot worse than this. It'll be like caked on mud and dirt. And the Express can work, but you really don't want to waste something like that because it is a more expensive product. This is going to be a lot cheaper. You find it at Walmart, and it just cuts through all the grease and the dirt a lot better. So we use this for really only the door jambs. We used to use this as an interior cleaner. Don't make the same mistake we did. It's a little too harsh for the interior unless you dilute it a lot. Starting out, it's not a bad idea, but I do think it's worth the money to get a better interior cleaner. All right, guys, that wraps up the interior, all the essentials you need there. We will go over at the end of the video some extra things if you have the budget to do so, but let's go ahead and we'll hop into the exterior essentials. All right, to hop into the exterior process, the first thing you're gonna need for the essentials are your 2 buckets. So we did the 2-bucket wash method. So with that, we have our first bucket. Also has a thing you scrub your wash mitt against. So when you're doing the exterior of a car, you really don't want to do this, where you just do the entire car. You're going up, you're going down, going back up. So what happens is if you pick up dirt up here and go down, especially at the bottom, there's going to be a lot of grime. And you pick it up, take it back onto the top of the paint or on another panel of the paint, it's just going to scratch and mar the paint really bad. So what you do is you do one panel. After that, take it here, scrub. Obviously, it's going to have water in it. This is your dirty bucket. So you scrub really good, and then you can go back, do your next panel. You can also do one panel. After that, flip your wash mitt and do another panel like that. So you can save you trips to the bucket. So that's your dirty bucket there. And then here you'll just have your clean bucket. So with this, you're just going to put most of your soap in here too. So you'll do a little soap in each, your exterior soap, and that'll be that. You'll have your clean, and your dirty bucket there. Get that. And then we have a separate bucket also for the tires. So with the tires, you do want to keep everything separate because the tires are one of the dirtiest parts of the vehicle. You don't want to cross-contaminate your buckets, so we have a separate bucket for that. And I'll show you all the things that are in the bucket. So first off, we have a brush that's just mainly for the actual wheel. We have different size spoke brushes. Starting out, you don't need all sizes, but it just helps to have them just in case the spokes are small. Like in this car, we would just use the small one. Some have bigger spokes, so we would use the long one or the big one. And then we have a couple detail brushes. So this one is a boar hair brush. It's a little bit stiffer. You wouldn't want to use this on any like paint and stuff because it could scratch the paint. This, it works really good on if you have any like nuts and bolts or anything like that. Works really good to get all the small stuff on the tire. Our next essential for the tires is going to be a dedicated tire cleaner. So the other cleaners we've talked about in this video aren't strong enough to clean the tires and get through the dirt and the brake dust. This is P&S Brake Buster. Like I said before, P&S has a lot of really good products. We're not sponsored, but hey, we'd love to be. We put this into our bucket just a little bit, and we put this also, the main thing we put it in is our IK foamer. What this does, I'll just show you a little bit. Pump it up. We've got some just left over from the last job. Basically to spray the entire tire and the wheel well. As you can even see, I haven't even done anything, and look at all the dirt and the mud is coming off the tire. And when we agitate that, of course, we'll do a future video showing our process with the tires and our whole exterior process. Helps a lot getting the dirt and grime off. All right, next essential, and this is a big one here, is your pressure washer. So we do have this pressure washer connected to a water tank, but starting out, if you just have the pressure washer, you can always connect to the client's water, and that's an option for you as well. This one's the Ryobi. We used to have, what was it, the Bauer? I think it was a Bauer, and that one did crap out on us. This one we've only had for about a month, so we can't really sponsor it yet, but all the reviews online say it's really good, so, and a lot of detailers do use the Ryobi, so this is a really good one. It's $100, super cheap, but it's supposed to work really good. Next essential is going to be the foam cannon. So what we use the foam cannon for, I'm sure you saw lots of videos, we'll have some in the future of actually foaming a car down. It's like the money shot for detailers. So this is a foam cannon we got at our local detail shop. Works really good. You can really use any foam cannon, don't have to get too fancy with that. And then we have our suds. So this stuff, it's DIY detail. We use some of their products for the exterior. This one works really good. For the amount of product you use, I think you use like 2 to 3 capfuls in the foam cannon. You get a lot of surface area of foam, and that works really, really good. So you connect this to your pressure washer gun, foam the car down. Works really good to get the surface level of grime and dirt off the car. Your next essential is going to be a good drying towel. This one's just from Walmart, but it actually works really, really good. I don't know the brand name, but if it looks like this, it's got a lighter gray backside, works really good. So once you foam the car up, you've used your wash mitt, you've done an agitation wash as well, you spray everything off with your pressure washer, then you're going to dry the car. So all you do, really don't need much pressure on that. All you really got to do is this. If the drying towel is good, just a light, it's a light wipe on the entire car, and then that's going to dry your car. Work really, really well. Next thing you need is some sort of spray wax for the vehicle. So after you've dried the vehicle and everything, all you're going to use is just some sort of spray wax. You don't have to get too in depth with this. We use DIY Detail. They do make a really good ceramic gloss, ceramic wax, and this is also hydrophobic on the car, so it also beads up water. But we used to use Meguiar's Quick Wax, and that's nothing fancy, but it does leave a nice shine on the vehicle and looks really good for the customer. Last thing for the exterior, the thing we finish with, is tire shine. So we just use, once again, P&S tire dressing and then an applicator pad. And all you do, put this onto the applicator pad, go around the entire wheel, and that just gives it a nice shine at the end. And the last essential you need is some sort of extension cord power strip. So what this is an 80-foot power strip, power extension reel. And this you can plug in your vacuum, your pressure washer, anything else you need to power on the detail. It'll give you power. You can just hook up to the client's power instead of using a generator, and it works really well. All right, guys, next up, we're just going to talk about some, not necessities for your business, but if you can't afford it, these things will help you a lot with your business, doing a better job for the client. First thing that I really like, but honestly, I do consider a necessity, is a steamer. Oh, there we go. So what this allows you to do, this is actually heated, so it's just a steam gun. All you gotta do is put water in the tank. It steams any like cracks and crevices where you have like dirt and like crumbs or anything. This will just kind of blow it out for you, and the steam actually cleans everything better as well. I really love that. That one is from Wagner as well. I got it off Amazon for like 150 bucks, so not terribly expensive. Next thing we don't really use as much, but does help when you're in a pinch, is a shampooer. This one we got from Walmart. It's a Bissell. I think it's like called the Pet Pro or something, but all you do here, you fill up the tank with water again, and the gun, it actually sprays water, and then it also extracts it too. So if you have any like carpet stains, we do a lot with floor mats that have stains in them, that'll help you as well. All right, now to show you a few more other, now to show you a few other things. Come over here, I'll show you on the other side. Again, not essential, but if you do have the budget to, helps a lot, honestly. The generator, we talked about this a little bit in the last video, so this allows you to not use the client's power, which does help a lot, honestly. You don't have to contact the client at all, you can just show up, do the job with your own power. And speaking of having your own stuff, having your own water is another really helpful thing. And this is a 50-gallon water tank we got, and this connects directly to the pressure washer there, so you can use your own water as well. Again, not essential, but if you can't afford it, it just relieves an extra step in the process. Last, not essential, and this is a big one, a van. So we didn't have a van for a very long time. We've actually only had this van for about 2 months. Before, we were actually using my Ford Escape. And that, just imagine everything we have in here crammed into a tiny Ford Escape. It was tough, but we started out and that's what we used. And we did most of our jobs with the Ford Escape. It looked a little non-professional, but when you're starting out, who cares? You gotta do what you gotta do. That's what we used, but if you can't afford it, hey, a van with more space always helps. Plus, we do have our logo now, and that helps too, just to make you look a little more professional. If you're using your own personal vehicle, as far as like if you're using an SUV or if you have a truck, I would just put some sort of like magnet with your logo, just to make you look a little more professional when you're showing up to jobs. Next, not essential, that's been awesome for me with wear and tear on the knees, are some knee pads. These, honestly, I would say these are an actual essential. So these, when you're starting out your detailing business, throw these bad boys on. When you're doing tires, as you can see, they're a little calloused from when I didn't have these, but these help a lot with your wear and tear on your knees. I would say they're an essential. All right, guys, thanks for checking out another YouTube video with us. We're Shine Kings Mobile Detailing. In the future, we are going to get into some actual detailing processes on jobs, so stick around for that. Like, subscribe, share all the cliche stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.